Hey guys, Shaz here from Unreal Entertainment. Okay, and I'm here. I'm back. Yeah. Just wanted to be very quick. This is my Green Lantern review. I just finished doing my Kapown News video on the Avengers. Link down there if you want to go check it out. My reaction to the Avengers trailer, what I thought about it, and the Dark Knight Rises trailer, which I thought about it, which I didn't really talk much in the video because I was just really stoked for the Avengers at the time. But that's Avengers. That was Dark Knight Rises. This is the Green Lantern movie review. So my general thoughts of Green Lantern. I did get to go see it. Actually, let me get it for you guys here. I actually got an X-Men First Class cup while watching Green Lantern. My friend of mine bought it for me. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. Green Lantern. I got to go see Green Lantern. This ticket only cost $5.25. So yeah, I didn't see it in 3D. I went to a really cheap theater, and I love that theater so much. It's very cheap, very old school theater, but still you go to watch an experience, a movie, and every movie is practically the same on the screen in terms of story, and I really didn't care. So what did I think of a Green Lantern? Let's put it this way. I thought it was decent at best. I mean, if you really want to like compare this movie, is it worse than, you know, as Mark Miller puts it, The Phantom? No, The Phantom was at least tolerable. Not tolerable, but this movie was tolerable. Is it as good as, like, you know, what's a decent comic book movie this year? X-Men First Class, which I still haven't seen. I'm just gonna say that's a good movie because I haven't seen it. No, it's not as good. Or I should say, is it as good as Thor? No, it's not as good as Thor at all. Thor was just a great movie. I have a poster up. It's a great movie. That's why I'm pointing that way because the posters there. It's a great movie. I really liked Thor, and it had comedy too, which I felt, you know, I like the comedy personally, but I do agree with people. It just should have been, you know, it would have been nice if they didn't put so much in. You know, and the nicest way to put Green Lantern, it's lacking. It's lacking. A lot is lacking. The performances weren't bad. I mean, Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern, honestly, I thought he wasn't bad, but I really would have liked to see somebody who was a lot more serious with the role. I didn't like the idea of making a comedic movie, you know, a movie trying to emulate what Iron Man did with comedy and superhero movies and put that together in a nice balance of seriousness, you know. I didn't like that idea. I didn't feel like they should have gone that route. I feel like they should have been serious. They should have been, you know, it should have had comedy there a bit of comic relief, but it should have remained a serious movie. And if you really want to compare this movie to anything, I think it should have been like a mix between Star Trek and like Star Wars. I don't know, maybe more Star Wars than Star Trek. You know, Star Trek having this like hierarchy system of explorers and of guardians and all that. I mean, of course, Star Trek has this hierarchy system and it's technology and all that. I mean, if it had a bit of Star Trek and you put up sprinkle that on a Star Wars cake, that would have been one hell of a Green Lantern movie. This, I really wanted this to be a 5-minute review, and I think I'm going to go overboard. This is like, what if you took The Young and the Restless and okay, I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but I'm just take some sort of teen drama, and you put Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Peter Sarsgaard, whatever, a bunch of superheroes, a bunch of action, all that, and you compressed it and you threw it in the oven, overcooked it, and ate it. Yeah, it's not really that great. So let's go over my complaints. As I said, the acting wasn't bad. The story is absolutely a mess. The script is so poorly executed. I'm not joking. Whoever wrote this script does not know anything about pacing whatsoever. I felt the movie was just jumping all the time. I really, really wanted to like it, but then yet I was like, there's so many downsides with this that to the point where I'm like, I can't deny it. I just don't really find anything that great. The action was mediocre. They should have done a lot more with the constructs. I felt like, the giant fists were great. I liked that. The jets were cool. But, like, because there's just a lack of a real villain, like, a real great villain that could pose some sort of problem. Here, Peter Sarsgaard's villain is so two-dimensional. I understand they're trying to parallel Peter Sarsgaard, Hector Hammond, with Ryan Reynolds, Hal Jordan. They're trying to parallel them. They both have daddy problems. They both have superpowers. Just one becomes bad and one becomes, good. And that they didn't really do well with that. Like I've seen, that's why they had both origin scenes intercut with each other. And that just doesn't seem very well done. It just doesn't feel right because you don't feel for Hector Hammond's character. The character of Amanda Waller, pointless, no point. She's like, I thought DC wanted to pull off a Marvel Universe idea, cinematic universe idea. Nope. Throw that out the window. Amanda Waller, she just disappeared. Her character was just served as as exposition, nothing more. Nothing less. I already talked about Blake Lively. She's not bad. I really have not much to say about her. Everybody else was pointless. Everybody else was boring. The action was, as I said, it was okay at times. I liked some of it. I found some of it kind of eh. The visual effects, that's a great part to go into here because I'm so 50-50 on this. The Green Lanterns, the skins and the suits look really, really well done. Like, when you see the CGI suit on Hal Jordan, superb. I really felt like that was a good design. That was a really good design. It kind of went with the musculature of the human body, the individual muscles. It kind of, the suit modeled itself after that, which is a good idea. But another problem I have is with Parallax. Now that's the other 50% I don't like. Parallax looks like garbage. He's worse, believe it or not, much worse than the Galactus Cloud. Okay, that's just, like, he is worse than the Galactus Cloud. I am not that mad. I'm not that angry. And, like, in all honesty, it's just, he is literally a head on a turd flying through space. A big yellow head on a yellow turd flying through space. It is so poorly CGI'd and animated. It looked so fake when it was in the city. It just didn't feel right. The cloud in Rise of the Silver Surfer was much better executed. Now that I think about it, it looks believable, quote unquote. Hell, I was able to let it pass because I was like, yeah, they're going for a believable look. A cloud, okay, whatever. Here, it's just so comic. It's not even funny. And I know this is a comic book movie, but when you're doing movies, you don't want to make things look corny. And that looked so horrendously corny and tacky. It wasn't even funny. I didn't like Parallax's design whatsoever. I wish they had gone from any of the concept designs they'd went before, or even the comics where he was like an insect or something. That would have even been better. But they went for this, which was like, no. Yeah, my review of... so I gotta give this thing a letter grade. I'm gonna give it a C+. Honestly, there are some good things. I'm not saying I just said so many negatives about it. There are good things about this movie. I did like Ryan Reynolds' performance to a certain extent. He was enjoyable. I did like some of the action. Yet again, I didn't like others. Overall, it's not anything harming to the human mind or imagination. It's just, it lacks a lot of things what make comic book movies so good today, which is good characterization, a good story, great action. overall, I mean, it didn't really nail all four. It just kind of. So that's my review of it. Marvel whooped DC's ass this year, and that's sad. But Warner Brothers is gonna recuperate from all that money, baby. They just got Harry Potter coming out, literally whooping Transformers' butt. You know, made more money and made up to $500 million faster than Transformers 3. That's good. I'm kind of a Harry Potter fan. I've read all the books, and I think all the books are really well written. But that'll be a review for another time. So by the time you guys get this review, I will be posting up my Captain America review for the figure review. The movie review may be the weekend after or the weekend when it comes out. So I'll see either one of those weekends. But until then, guys, I'll see you later. You know, comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me do these videos. It gives me motivation to do it. Definitely comment. I love to hear you guys, you know, opinions on this thing. I really do. So thanks, guys. Check out my other videos. And peace. Yeah, later.